Hello, my loves. How are you doing today? I hope that you're good, that you, your family, and your loved ones are happy, and safe. So I'm coming back to you today with another pick a card reading. And in this reading, we're gonna look into your divine partnership. So the person that you're going to be involved with romantically, that you're gonna come into union with in this particular lifetime. What is going to be your purpose together? What is going to be the purpose of this union? But also, and most specifically, what is going to be your mission when you're gonna be together? So for you, we have three options. If you haven't had the time, or if you wanted to actually pick the options right now, it's really up to you. Or you can go back to the screenshot of the options and then meditate on the ones that are going to be calling your attention. But I'm gonna give you right away the options that we have for today. So the first one is the tea light. The second one is this little wallet. And this third one is my kitty's nail clipper. So again, pick the option or options that are going to be calling your attention the most. But as for me, I'm gonna start right away with the first option. Hello, my dear, option number one. So if you have chosen the first option or this tea light, welcome guys to your reading. So first of all, I wanted to give you certain messages that I have heard when I meditated on your option. And I have heard insomnia. I have heard very long and stressful nights. I'm hearing also anxiety and worry. So I'm hearing definitely that your purpose of coming together with your divine partner is that of relieving people with certain worries that they're gonna discover just by witnessing you together, that they are almost futile, or there is some kind of hope or a detachment from like negative patterns or negative thoughts that people really hang on to like for too long in their life. You're gonna really have almost a calling for those people actually to detach from those negative situations. And I'm hearing most importantly that it's not only a negative pattern or not only something really that should be taken lightly, but for people that you're gonna inspire, they're gonna really suffer from either mental illnesses or literally speaking like anxieties or depression for some of them. But mostly I'm hearing like a deep stressful times. So let me see if I can get other things. So because in here it is a circle, I've heard enlarging people's perspective beyond the circle that they have been putting into. As in, if they are in a certain space that they felt like this is all I have and this is what is meant for me, I'm hearing that just you maybe I don't know why I felt very strongly that there is some kind of an adventure or something that is really out there when it comes to you two getting together. So it could be that none of your family members or friends or not very few people or no one really in your community have decided to go for this type of person that you're gonna be with, or this type of move that you're gonna actually decide to make so that you can be together. There is something that really goes outside of the box, and I'm hearing that really is going to inspire other people that there is something elsewhere, something maybe that they haven't allowed even themselves actually to see or to actually make as an option, or just to open their eyes into how large the world is. The world is not just your home, your car, your work, your children, your husband or wife or whatever. The world is an open space for us to discover and actually see what's beyond our beliefs and what's beyond what we have been taught throughout our lives. So this is what I see in here, like most importantly for the both of you, is actually to almost allow people to dream beyond this particular tiny circle that they have actually been instructed to keep their mind into. I'm just giving you an example. Like many people around you might actually think about, I have this job and I need to get this particular tiny opportunity so that I can be better, so that I can do better. And it's really bringing so much anxiety and stress to people that you interact with. But there is a beautiful like twist in your life, or something really that is going to be shifting very rapidly and very drastically, that is really going to be putting people like I'm just seeing question marks like, what? How is that even possible for this person? And I have never imagined actually anybody being able to do those things or to experience those things or to be with this kind of partner. All right, so let's get right now some additional cards. So what is your life purpose with your divine partner? What is your purpose of coming into union with your partner? What is the purpose? Other people disturb the connection. So I'm hearing with this other people disturb the connection that this relationship really is going to be shaking people's grounds. Shaking people's grounds, as in since you were born, or since everybody around you, they were born, like the trajectory or the itinerary of their life was almost predictable, or something that everyone really knew right off the bat. But there is something that is going to be shifting everything and giving people around you this new perspective on life, and this new perspective of this almost a renewal of, or a rebirth of what they can imagine life to be. So with this 5 months, 5, it's a very changing, very rapidly changing number. And with this month, I'm hearing it's a few months. I'm hearing it's either that you're going to meet your person very unexpectedly and things are going to be very rapidly developing between the both of you, but within 5 months something very very important is gonna happen. And with those 3 dots, I'm hearing also community. This is the 3 of cups, or also 3 of pentacles, which is all about people that are like directly in our geographical space, very much near us and close to us. So you can see that those people that are almost like binding together with this very dark let me see if I can just readjust the light so that you can see things better. And I know that there is a lot of sunlight from the outside. I'm just gonna try to make it better for you. Okay, so you can see that those 3 dots, they are almost binding themselves with a very dark substance, as in they, like all people, or maybe a large group of people that are around you, they're almost on the same page when it comes to how little life can give them. All right, but there is something really that is going to be shocking everybody around you in the most positive way, because it's gonna open their perspective to the whole world and what's actually like what all the possibilities that are available for them in the most realistic way. All right, and look how similar those circles are. It's like I've been in a circle, but this circle was only in my mind. The reality is a whole different kind of colors, a whole different kind of it's larger than what I have been thinking all throughout my life. So let's get some tarot cards right now and see some more information about your purpose. What is your purpose? Look how many circles. Oh, wow. Okay, another circle. Let's get one last tarot. Okay. The Queen of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. So I'm hearing that you are someone really that doesn't really talk about what you would want to do, or the things really that you envision for yourself, because you feel like it's something that it's going to be shut down, or it's going to be a little bit out there, like it's almost people are going to be like telling you that you are a little bit delusional, or you're not someone really that is realistic, because this is what life is supposed to be, and you need to follow the crowd, you need to follow things like by the book and within the community that you're in, so that you could be happy, so that you can have a family, so that, you know, the old story, and the story really that is repeated from one generation to the other. But in here I'm hearing that maybe you have gotten the impression, or people really think about going elsewhere, going to the other side as like a move that is filled with challenges, a move that is filled with obstacles. But with you, I'm hearing that you're gonna see the opportunity, and you're not even gonna see like what are the things that are going to be hindering you from going and like arriving at your destination. So when it comes to your purpose, and I'm hearing this energy, as you might already know, when it comes to divine partnership, the energy really is mirroring each other. Like when it comes to you and also your partner, you mirror each other when it comes to the things that are that you face throughout your journey to be together. And even when you're gonna be together, there are still going to be certain things that you're gonna have to deal with, like even in union. All right, so in here you can see a lot of growth, and you can see an opportunity that is there to actually bring you even more and more that what you have ever imagined that life can actually give you. So with those two cards, I'm hearing that those two pentacles, it's like something that you have believed in, something that you thought, yeah, this is a great opportunity, I would like to follow it. But there is like a bigger, even a bigger and a greater push from the universe, and it's going to be giving you even a bigger, larger, and more prosperous way throughout your life, or maybe a bigger opportunity than the one that you have imagined for yourself at the beginning. So this is your purpose is all about curiosity and seeing really something that making the first step and seeing what's gonna come out of it afterwards. As in, you're curious enough actually to look or maybe to seek a different path than what everybody else actually have chosen for themselves. And I'm hearing that it's gonna lead you to the paradise that you are imagining in your mind at this particular moment. I'm hearing that you are very imaginative, but your imagination, you might think that, oh, I'm just imagining, I'm visualizing, but there is a very psychic side to this, or maybe there is almost a premonitive side to the things that you are imagining. It's not just your imagination. If you feel like it's something that really is going to be bringing you happiness, joy, and fulfillment, it's almost like you're not imagining, but you're predicting what's gonna come about in the future. All right, so let's get two more cards about your purpose. What is your purpose? And with this Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is all about two people that are coming from far, and they meet and they find that their meeting was really divinely orchestrated. As you can see in here with this angel that is represented with the head of the lion. And the head of the lion is something really that almost, because the lion is the ruler of the forest, or the ruler of the animal realm. I'm hearing that you're gonna feel like you had absolutely no power into getting with this person. You just were following your instinct, and then bam, and this connection happened, or this first encounter have happened. And with those Two of Cups, I'm hearing that you're gonna really make people realize and see with their own eyes that love has no color, has no culture, no background, no differences that are that are just connected to our own circumstances or to the accident of birth. So it could be definitely that you are very, very much different from your person. And I'm hearing you're gonna have a beautiful and healthy relationship, especially with this symbol in here that is almost calling me to the medical symbol. So very healthy relationship and also very prosperous. And I'm hearing that your purpose is actually to show people by example, and not really to tell them or maybe to push them in any certain path, but just you following your own thing and doing your own thing. It's going to be permitting people to have a complete different perspective on their own very fixed and very stubborn beliefs. Okay, so let's continue and get two more cards. So what is it about you coming into union with your person? What is the purpose of that? What is this purpose of this union? Atoms building. Oh, wow. So as you can see in here with those light bulbs, and almost like you are collecting them throughout your way. I'm hearing that the more that you're gonna go ahead with this on this journey, the stronger and the the more fixed your faith is going to be when it comes to what is gonna come about first. So let me just explain I would like to convey to you with this message. As an example, if you feel called, this is just an example, it could be really anything. If you feel called, as an example, to pick up a brush and to start painting, it's something that you're not going to think about. It's something that you're going to feel like, oh, this is exciting. I would like to look into it and to actually start practicing it. And then afterwards, things are going to be maybe given to you by another means, as in maybe sometime, one day, you're going to meet someone even online or in a group, and they're gonna tell you, oh, you like painting, like why don't you come into our group and we can paint like in our like workshop all together. We have a workshop and let's do it. And then afterwards, like, I'm hearing like steps, but you're not gonna have like an idea what's the next step is all about, but you're just gonna follow your curiosity, and then it's gonna lead you to a destination that is absolutely, I'm hearing grandiose. So, and I'm hearing also that you might start like in a particular path, and then there are going to be certain maybe detours or certain things that you would want to actually go into in the future. But it's just like one step that is very essential, so the next step is going to be possible for you. But you're just someone that is willing, as I have told you in here, you're just someone that is willing to make the first step. There is this grandiose opportunity that is right beneath you, or maybe just like just next to you, but you're willing to take this little one so that you can go to the next step. And then, but the universe is actually telling you, because it's actually not in front of you but behind you, the universe is telling you that this opportunity is actually meant for you, but all that matters for you is actually to start with something small, something that you feel inclined to do, and then things really, you're gonna start collecting like the information or the right knowledge so that you can get to the next level. All right, so your purpose is to follow, for this particular moment, is to follow your intuition. And as you can see in here, this woman in here, she's holding a lantern, and it's calling me back to the hermit. And the hermit is all about knowledge, all about learning. And I'm hearing that you are very much willing to learn and willing to actually absorb the information that is given to you. Especially, I'm hearing psychically, you must be like great psychics, and also you might utilize your psychic abilities into anything really that you do. And I'm hearing that your person, they are very artistic, and it could be the case that they are utilizing also their psychic abilities so that they can transmit their feelings, transmit their visions, and also almost relate a message through the art that they are creating. And I'm hearing that you are very artistic, and also I'm hearing you could be a writer, you could be a painter. Even if you're gonna feel like, well, I have never done that, I like, follow your heart. If your heart is going to be telling you to get like pick a pencil and start scratching, like sketching, follow that. There is all, like, you have everything to win in this particular like first step that you're gonna do. All right, let's get one more card. 2, mountain, clarity and connection. Look at that. I have told you that it is grandiose. It is grandiose. I'm hearing that you might be traveling the world. You might have connection with people from all around the world. And with this 4-4, I'm hearing a lot of prosperity. A lot of prosperity, and it's almost going to be permitting people to actually open at last their eyes to the nature and the true, what the true world actually is. And you can see that this globe in here, like there is a lot of greenery. It's very fertile, but also I'm hearing a lot of nationalities, a lot of people that are coming from all over the world. With this 4-4, it's also the union of two people that have very strong and great foundations. And this is really what I have seen also for the both of you at the beginning, which is there is a big possibility for you to come from whole different places of the world. And with this mountain, and I have told you before that people, when they think about like this, and in 16, and also 4-4, like 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. So again, and you can see in here, wow, number 40. So number 4 definitely is very significant, and also it's calling me back to the card of the Emperor, and it's all about building your own foundation and being in charge of your own destiny. So the Emperor is ruled by Aries, and Aries is all about having this pioneering spirit. I'm hearing that what you're gonna do, it's nothing really that everybody around you or nobody have actually even imagined themselves actually to do or to look into. But I'm hearing also that this is really your purpose. Your purpose, I'm hearing most importantly, is to lead by example, to live your best life, and people really are going to see for themselves their own limitations, and it's really going to be permitting them, and going back to the first messages that we have heard earlier, to depart from those anxieties, because anxieties sometimes come from this almost how do we call it, it's putting ourselves and our mind into a box and feeling like, oh, if I'm going to be opening this box, nothing good is going to come out of it. I better keep my mind boxed up and do what I can. But the moment that you're going to actually almost re-emerge and live your best life, just you enjoying your life with your partner and also with the people that you're going to meet throughout the way, like it's gonna almost bam, like this box is gonna disintegrate, and there is nothing that people actually can do other than to witness that, oh, I have been wrong throughout my life, and it's good that at last I have seen the true nature of the matter, and really what is the truth and what is the illusion, and what I can expect out of life. And coming back to the first message that I have heard for you when it comes to this particular card, as you can see, there are the mountains that are peaking, and this is what I have heard earlier, is that people, when they think about the things that you are right now taking into account, or the steps that you're gonna make in the future, they feel like, oh, it's impossible, no one actually has been able to make it. Or just to give you an example, if you are if you would like to be an artist, or if you would want to actually pick up something just at like a side hustle, like maybe in your place or in your region, it's something that nobody actually was able to make a good living out of, or it's something that is not really important, or there are certain beliefs that for people, like what they believe is that their life is going to be filled with challenges if I'm going to be picking this particular field. But it's almost with this card you're oblivious to those challenges. You're just sleeping and doing what you do and enjoying the moment. With this clarity, you really have clarity on what challenges actually and realistically mean. And I'm hearing you keeping your dreams and keeping your intentions close to your heart has actually given the capability for you to actually even more protect your dreams. So with this woman in here, she's dormant, she's and with all those mountains right beside her, like if you're not going to be given those messages that something is bad, something you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, it's easier for you to believe in your heart's inclinations and to move on without fear. But if you were actually to share everything that you would want to do, like people, as you can see, they're coming from a space that you cannot resonate with at this particular moment, and they might give you certain discouraging messages that you're not really needing at this like you were never going to be needing anyways. So let's look into right now your specific mission. So what is your mission? And first of all, I have heard it many times, your mission, or one of your missions, is actually to lead by example. Just by you living the best life that you can live and just enjoying your time, enjoying the fruits of your labor, because I'm hearing a lot of prosperity is ahead of you. Just by people witnessing you, witnessing your evolution and your prosperity, it's going to be very much one of the missions that is going to be opening people's minds to what they're not able to acknowledge. So what is your mission? Diminution. So it says in here letting go, or maybe more specifically giving up. So maybe giving up is something that is very easy, or maybe very even accepted when it comes to people that are around you. And with this sacrifice, I'm hearing that maybe people really deeply believe in sacrifice, believe that if I would want to actually have certain things or have a happy life, or it doesn't really matter what people actually desire, they believe that they cannot have everything, that life can actually just give them this particular part, and they should be very grateful, and that's about it. They should be living their life just the way that it is. But with this 41, I'm hearing that number one is the number of creation, and the more that you're going to be like investing in a good foundation, the better the possibility for you to actually build something from the ground that is going to be even growing even more in the future. So with this ingenuity and sacrifice, I'm hearing that people are one of your missions is actually to show people, like literally show them that they are almost shooting themselves on the foot. If you're going to be telling yourself and believing that I can't have everything, it doesn't matter if you are literally not able to get everything or not. You're not even giving yourself the possibility, or you're not even imagining something that is different from this particular belief. So with this diminution, I'm hearing that also people feel called to dim their light, or feel called to actually have a lower like to portray themselves as like it's a form of of humility, or like for people to be humble, they should actually just say thank you for the little things, and not look for other things, or not really to look into something that is better. So I'm hearing it's almost this tree is deciding to stay small and not to grow just the other trees that are right next to her. And you can see in here there are two trees, and this is really what you are supposed to show to people, and this is your mission. So again, this is very much is like signifying the message that we have heard earlier, which is your mission basically is just to lead by example. And the more that you're going to focus on yourself, the better this mission is going to be accomplished, and the better you're going to feel also in your life and in your within your space in general. So if you feel inclined to maybe tell people that, oh, this is not true, or you shouldn't say that, or keep this energy to yourself and do what you do, because like your transformation, or the things really that are going to be shifting in your life, they're gonna be louder than anything that you're gonna be able to say to anybody. All right. So let's get one more card. What is your mission? If we can get something else, is there anything else that you need to know about your mission? Limits. So it says in here, ritual, maturity, accumulation of energy, training for patience, introspection, respect of self, practice, and like self-discipline, not auto-discipline. Okay, so with this number 60, I'm hearing that your mission is actually to pick up something that you like and to go with it. This is your mission. Your mission is all about self-discipline and practicing something so that it can grow with time. And also I'm hearing self-respect. So with this self-respect, I'm hearing not, or maybe restraining yourself from judging anything that you do, and just as you can see in this particular card, contemplate it and see the beauty in it in any kind of way or form. It doesn't matter if you are just starting or if you are a master in it. Contemplate it and see the beauty in it in any kind of stage in your learning path, in your learning journey. All right. So with these limits, I'm hearing that and also 60 is calling me back to 1 hour. So I'm hearing over scheduling, or maybe saying that, oh, today I'm gonna like do 1 hour, I'm gonna do this, and every day I should, and do it when you feel like doing it. And do not put any kind of restraint into like a certain specific schedule, because I'm hearing with those cards, you're following basically your heart. So let your heart actually guide you also throughout your practice. So if you feel like you need to do something or you want to do something, pick yourself up and go and do it. And also with this auto discipline, like the only thing that is going to be preventing you actually from growing and actually from picking up this practice and evolving very rapidly in it is the way that you're going to be almost inclined sometimes to look at it or to judge it. So this is the only thing that I can tell you, or maybe the advice that I can give you is really to restrain yourself from putting any kind of judgment in into the creations that you're going to make in the future. All right, so let me give you one last card. And my dears, if you enjoy pick a card readings, feel free to like the video and also to subscribe. And I wanted to let you know that I'm giving away this time 4 free readings in the month of August, so this to celebrate my birthday month. So if you would like to participate, feel free to check the info box so that you can get an information that you need to participate into in the next draw. So one last card. Manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. So this is the path, or maybe the almost the journey for you to discover your own power. And you are, as I have told you, a great manifester, and you manifest with the things that you imagine for yourself in the future. As you can see in here, like if you are imagining a beautiful, wonderful life for yourself in the future, this is exactly what you're going to manifest. It's not just a vision, it's not just imagination, it's almost it's almost like a prediction of what is going to happen. So you have great manifestation power, and this is the time for you actually to claim it, to own it, and actually to utilize it also in your life. So your divine partnership and you and your partner, when you're going to come together, it's all about building like the life that you imagine for yourself to be in, and also to open the eyes of other people so that they can imagine an alternative life for themselves also in the future. All right, so this is what I have for you, my dears. I'm wishing you all the best, sending you lots of love, and I will connect with you next time. Bye. Hello, my dear, option number 2. So if you have chosen the second option, or this little cute wallet, welcome guys to your reading. So as you can see in here, this is a very small wallet. I just put some coins in here and then my card, and I go out feeling very light. No weight at all. And this is really what I felt when it comes to your divine purpose with your divine partner, is to travel light. And also I'm hearing that bring people together in things that matter, and almost eliminate or delete certain beliefs that are outdated, or certain beliefs that are almost strengthening the gap between us and other people that we might feel, or other people might feel that we are different, that we are very far from each other. So I'm hearing definitely like literally traveling, going to other places, and also I'm hearing picking up like backpack and going to certain places, as I've heard Tibet, and I've heard also certain places that are very well known when it comes to their deep spirituality, maybe certain shamanic practices that are very much known in those kind of geographical places. But I'm hearing like a real literal journey, as in maybe you're gonna take a year or 2 years off from everything in your life, and then you would want to go on an adventure, to connect with people, to tell that almost to share, or maybe to document this journey that you're gonna go through. And I'm hearing that it's really going to be opening straight away a new door to you even in the future. So at the beginning, when you're going to come together with your partner, it's going to be very clear that you have certain wishes together, and just this adventurous side of the both of you is going to be allowing you to take this leap of faith, and actually to say that, yeah, this is life. I would want to do this like since I was a child, and now that I'm with someone that shares the same dream or shares the same aspirations, I would want to take a leap of faith with them and actually go and experience this wonderful adventure. So I'm hearing at first you might think that, oh, I'm going to be picking up the essential and going on this trip with my partner, and maybe after a year or two, this is the initial plan. After a year or two, I'm gonna come back to my work or to whatever the things that I was doing, and then that's about it. But as I have told you earlier, it's going to be almost an opening to certain things that at the beginning you're not going to be taking into account. As in, maybe you're going to be starting to document, maybe you're going to be feeling called to write a book, or maybe to connect with other people maybe that haven't really taken this big leap of faith that you're going to do or make in the future, and it's something really that is going to be drawing other people's interest towards you, and it's something very, very exciting. And the excitement that you're going to be conveying throughout, through this creation that you're going to make, as I have told you, it could be a book, it could be writing or blogging in certain very prominent magazines or websites or news outlets, but it's something with a great and big audience. Okay, so let's get some additional cards. What is your life purpose with your divine partner? Where is your life purpose? So it says in here, meeting through synchronicities. And let me just look into the time in here. So here it's 9 and here it's 9, so it's the same. So 9 it's all about before the completion, or this little hurdle before things really align into our lives. So I'm hearing that you are coming definitely from the same space. You are very optimistic when it comes to this great adventure that you're going to be actually taking a leap into experiencing. And but most importantly, I'm hearing a lot of happiness and a lot of joy, and also you're gonna portray a new side, or maybe a new way of discovering new cultures, or maybe getting encountered with certain things that people really are not very much aware of, or that certain things that are sometimes stigmatized. So as an example, if you're going to be visiting certain tribes or certain shamanic communities, I'm hearing that you're gonna really clarify certain things that were unclear for other people, but a lot of excitement. And I'm hearing that there is also an entertainment side to whatever the thing or the purpose that you're gonna have with your future partner, your divine partner. As you can see, those two clocks, they are united with rosy circle, and rose is all about romance, it's all about love, but also it's all about allowance and acceptance. So I'm hearing that this a meeting through synchronicities, it's it's something that you are naturally good at, as in entertaining people, or maybe having a platform and giving people certain things in a different and creative way that is going to be almost permitting them in a very easy manner to absorb the information that you would want to convey to them. So with this next week, I'm hearing that you might be in a certain place one week and then next week in like a whole different place, but it's something really that you're gonna love. You're gonna love every single moment together. And I'm hearing that the only thing, as I have told you, this little hurdle before everything really aligns for you, the only thing that is going to be taking a little bit of time is actually to make this first step, or to just structure your life in a way to allow this big huge leap of faith actually to come to light, and actually to be possible for you and also for your partner. So let's get some additional cards. So what is your purpose together? But most importantly, and this is pretty obvious, I just wanted to emphasize on that you're going to be on the same page when it comes to your divine purpose. So if you feel like, oh, I'm having this crazy idea, and what is my partner gonna think? Like, they're gonna be like, I cannot believe that you have the same dream that I have, or that I have had since I was a kid. And this is a great actually thing that we have discovered, or maybe that we have met each other, so that we can almost encourage ourselves and each other to make our dream a reality. So let's get some more cards. Strength. So I'm hearing buddies, best friends. You could be friends like before you're gonna decide to be romantically connected together, but with this strength card, I'm hearing like you are each other's backbone, or you are really each other's best cheerleaders. So with this infinity card, I'm hearing that do not fear you, or like when you're gonna be together, you're not going to be like second guessing anything really that you would want to actually confess to them, or anything that you would want to talk about when it comes to you two being together, or what you would want to do, what you would want to experience. I'm hearing that you're going to be your partner's best confidant, and vice versa. So strength card, I'm hearing that this relationship, it's going to be almost giving you a lot of strength and courage into believing in things that maybe at a certain point in time you believed that they were impossible, but this is the ultimate wish fulfillment. It's definitely that your dream is gonna be materializing in your life. But also I'm hearing this support, this mutual support that you're going to have for each other is going to be encouraging you even more to take this very huge leap of faith. Yeah, Three of Cups. So there is this this aspect of you two being best friends, like this aspect of two people. I'm not hearing gender, so there is a possibility that this in this particular option, maybe certain people that have chosen it, they are in same-sex relationships, or they are in certain types of relationships other than heterosexual. Maybe there are like certain people that would want to redefine themselves, or to seek certain things that are different from the way that they are right now, or they have been in the past. But I'm hearing there is a deep acceptance for who you are when it comes to your partner, and vice versa. And also again, this very clear significance that you're gonna be best friends, and there is a beautiful friendship that is going to be building between the both of you before even you like making like or maybe elevating your relationship, or changing the status of your relationship to be actually in a romantic connection. At the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Wands. Look at that, like departing from a place where we are stagnant and fixed, and there is nothing wrong with that, but it's just not something that is fulfilling for you. You would want to be free, you would want to discover what the world actually is going to be permitting you to see and to experience. And with this too, I'm hearing again this indication that at least at the beginning you're going to imagine that you're going to depart from your daily job, or from your place that you are in, maybe for 2 years, but afterwards like things are going to shift and remold into like a new idea of what your future is supposed to be. So I'm hearing also leading people throughout re-envisioning themselves, or to rethink about their ideas about other cultures, or other people that are very much different from them. So let's get some more cards. Your divine purpose with your divine partner. What is it? Passion. Wow. Look at that. First of all, in this card you can see like there the eye, and there is a globe that is depicted in the eyes of this person. So definitely you are eyeing a big adventure in a great rediscovery of the world, and you can see how many butterflies. And with this like almost falls that are coming out of this particular eye, I'm hearing that it's something that you feel deeply passionate about, and something that is going to be bringing you a lot of emotional fulfillment. You can see in here with this soul and passion, the most important thing that is going to be almost reuniting you, because for souls that are divinely guided to be with each other, it's not generally they are not with each other just for a lifetime, but for many lifetimes before. And this is definitely the case for you. I'm hearing that you have been with your partner like for many lifetimes before. So with this the soul, I'm hearing that it's a soul calling. It's something really that you have prayed for, and sometimes you feel like, oh, I shouldn't set myself for failure. I shouldn't really think about certain things that are impossible. But this card really is asking you to follow your passion, because you're going to meet the right people with whom you're going to be able to share this passion, and not only share it, but actually experience it. All right. So let's, okay, I'm just gonna fix the focus. Okay. Home, earth. Wow. So a lot of indication about earth, about bounty, about in this card, especially because it's earth, the earth is very allowing and accepting. And if I remember correctly, I have gotten certain messages about acceptance and about seeing people as the same, no matter what the background or culture they're in. So with this earth, I'm hearing again traveling. Definitely, and I'm hearing air traveling more specifically, so places that are very far from you, and you're gonna see like and feel like the whole earth is your home, as long as you are with the right people. It doesn't matter if you are in California, it doesn't matter if you are in Kyoto, it doesn't matter if you are in, I don't know, Kuala Lumpur, it doesn't matter. The whole earth is your place to be in, and the whole earth is your home. So again, I'm hearing that this particular part of your life is going to be very fruitful, and it's also going to be permitting you to see your creative side. Maybe at a certain point in time you were oblivious to, or maybe you haven't been given the opportunity to experience a beautiful, innovative, and creative side that you've always had. It's just that you're going to be given right now the chance to see it and witness it with your own eyes. Let's get one more card. So you can see in here 14 and 15, so a beautiful progression. And you can see with this 5 and 6, 14 is 5 and also 15 is 6. The change for abundance and for material bounty. So in here, the earth, especially with this crown on this woman, it's all about prosperity and bounty. So I'm hearing that there is going to be a prosperous finality, or maybe you're gonna actually be able to grow as a couple into even as an example, to establish a business, or to establish a certain structure into this particular adventure that you're gonna go through, or maybe that you're gonna experience. It could be again that you're gonna write about it, or have certain financial gains out of this particular adventure. So one more card. Buildings, atoms. So with these buildings and atoms, as you can see in here, this woman is traveling throughout those waters into arrive in something really that is almost in the building. It's not really something that you can actually see clearly. What is this globe? What does it symbolize? But you're just collecting things step by step, and you are following your passion, as you can see in here with this light that this woman is holding, into arriving in something that maybe right now you are not able to visualize, or not able to conceptualize. Okay, so just follow your passion, and things are going to be almost aligned for you throughout your way, like step by step, so that you can adjust, so that you can put certain new ideas. And I'm hearing that this particular trip is going to be very inspiring for you, as in you might be, like as I have told you, might start writing about other things maybe that have nothing to do with like this particular trip or people that you're gonna meet, but it's indirectly is going to be conveying a certain message of people coming together, of unity, and also of self-acceptance and acceptance of like human beings in general. So it could be that you're gonna start writing, or that your person is already a writer, and then when you're gonna come together, maybe there is going to be like this new discovery of a new passion that you haven't really even thought about in the past. So let's look into your actual mission. And we have looked into Many indications so far, but let's get even more cards. Oh, I wanted to convey a message for you first before getting any additional cards. So you can see in here there is the number 40, which equalizes to 4, but in here we have 5 and 6. So we have 5, 6, and 4. So I'm hearing with this Three of Cups and also with this number 40 and building atoms is that the only thing that matters for you is the enjoyment in the process. And with this enjoyment in the process, I'm hearing a deep belief that everything is going to be progressing just the way that it's supposed to be. This is a divine mission, and I'm hearing that it's not only like up to you, and it's not only up to what you are planning for yourself. And I'm hearing that you're gonna deeply believe, and even right now, a lot of you believe that I'm going to be just making what I can at this particular moment. But I'm hearing, but I know deeply, and I believe that certain things are going to be shown to me little by little throughout the way, so that I can actually get a better idea on this beautiful destination that I'm building for myself at this particular moment. So let's get some more cards. How about your mission? Increase. So it says in here sharing, awards, expansion. So you might get awards from the things that you're going to be actually creating. So you might get a lot of encouragement from people that are willing to follow you and seeing like the beauty and also the importance of the thing that you are creating. But with sharing, I'm hearing the mission is to share your experience. This is the mission that you're going to have with your divine partner, is to share it through any kind of means or platform. As I have told you, it could be even like through YouTube or through any kind of social media account. But I'm hearing something for many of you is something that is written. So it could be blogging, it could be like writing a book or writing in certain magazines. All right. So let's get one more card. What is your mission? Contemplation. So it says in here having a vision, a larger vision, observation that is detached, and deep comprehension, integration, thanks to reflection. So I'm hearing that you're going to be many times in a contemplative, this word is difficult, on contemplation mode. Or you're going to be joining certain groups that are that meditate, or like as I have gotten like certain shamanic vibes at the beginning. So you might actually visit certain tribes that meditate, that observe nature. And with this particular card, I'm hearing with this contemplation mode that you're going to go through is going to be permitting you to have a bigger perspective on life, on people, on humans. And I'm also I'm hearing you're going to also integrate nature, animals, everything really that is around you in the purpose of every single thing that is in your environment. So I'm hearing with this contemplation, this particular journey is going to be also giving you the opportunity to contemplate on certain events, certain people that are around you or that you have interacted with, and to have a bigger perspective on the meaning, or maybe the reason why you have met them, the reason why things have happened, the reason why a lot of things really have unfolded in your life and still unfolding. So let's get one last message. And if you enjoy pick a card readings, my dears, feel free to subscribe and also like the video. I would appreciate your support. And I'm giving away 4 free readings to celebrate my birthday on the month of August. So the draw is going to be on the 2nd of August. If you would like to inquire more information, feel free to check the info box. So let's get one more card. Okay. Purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. So again, this almost this idea or this symbol is of having the light or seeing the light. And with this unicorn, I'm hearing believing that we are all the same. And you can see in here again with this pink, and I have gotten this message earlier. Pink is all about acceptance and allowance, allowing ourselves to see each other in the same light. And also with this purity, I'm hearing that you have a beautiful, wonderful heart, and it's the time for you to share your light also with other people. So this is what I see for you, my dears. I'm wishing you all the best, sending you lots of love, and I will connect with you next time. Bye. Hello, my dear option number 3. So if you have chosen the third option, or my little kitty's nail clipper, welcome guys to your reading. So let me just give you certain messages that I have heard for you earlier before when I was meditating on your option. And first of all, like, your purpose with your divine partner is all about nature and the true nature of specifically of people. So I've heard also like someone saying that the criminals that we are locking up is the children that we have failed to save. So I'm hearing like for most of you, it could be that you are a psychologist, or you are looking into getting into psychology, or trying to help people with certain disorders, or trying to almost redirect people to healthy behaviors, or to have a better life. And with this clipper, I'm hearing clipping the wings. So I'm hearing that this very harsh judgment that certain people get, especially if they are stigmatized as in being a criminal, or being bad, or being like certain people that shouldn't be allowed in our society. It's almost like certain people that are already so hurt, and we are more than that, or even on the top of that, we are trying to clip those last maybe stripes at their wings. We are trying to disconnect them, or like not even allow them to envision or to see the good even in themselves. So you could your life purpose could involve maybe working in a rehab, or working with people with difficulties to actually learning difficulties, or like maybe like certain teenagers that have delinquency tendencies. So people that have a very rough life or upbringing, and you, like for you and also for your partner, you might even have like an organization, or maybe a charity that you're going to have together afterwards, and that is going to be dealing directly with certain very difficult patterns that people, even like in their neighborhoods, or even in the way that that they have been brought up, almost have it's obvious that they're going to be ending up in a certain way, or it's almost predictable that they're gonna end up being a criminal, or being a drug dealer, or something of the sort, or being even or abuse certain substances. So let me see if I can get other things. So I'm hearing like the departing point, or maybe the starting point of you picking up this particular purpose, although it's already picked up for you, but there is going to be an interest, or a spark of interest for you to actually start working in those environments. Is that you're gonna see people and human beings as part of nature. So as you can imagine, like a tiger is not judging himself from actually going for his food, or maybe to behave in a certain way that is very natural to him, so or to them more specifically. So you're gonna see that we cannot treat the consequences of certain things that are very natural to people, that they almost learn to be a certain way, or instinctively, like from observing and from like perceiving their own environment, it's very obvious that they're going to be going into a certain path. So for people, like one step ahead, or maybe even like the most absurd thing for you is actually to almost punish people for things that are in the way that they have been instructed. It's very natural to them. Okay, So it's all about for you and for your partner to see things differently and to depart from this notion of good and bad, black and white, and to treat the source and to look deeper beneath the surface, other than to just say like, oh, this is a criminal, let's lock him up, and it's gonna make him learn like a lesson. Like for you, it's really absurd, and this is really what's your purpose for you and your person when you're gonna come together. So when it comes to the specific missions that you're gonna have in this lifetime, so that you can actually follow this purpose of yours, is I'm hearing for many of you, you could pick up like scientific fields in which you're gonna actually do some certain experiments and see the veracity or the falsity in certain practices that we are almost automatically going to in our societies. So when it comes to imprisonment, when it comes to the system that we are actually navigating in, is it really something that is permitting people to actually change for the better? Is it going to be enabling people to perceive a better reality for themselves and also to depart from certain very toxic and destructive behaviors? Or is it at the opposite, almost strengthening those behaviors and even pushing people in extreme levels or into the next extreme level when it comes to the way that they are operating? So as I have told you earlier, you could be a psychologist, or your partner could be a psychologist. You could be like having this inclination to write about those things or to get into a certain organizations and to work with them. But this is really generally the purpose that I see for you, and when it comes to you and your partner, and when you're gonna come to union together, what you're gonna feel very deeply pushed into starting to do as a couple, and also as two people working for a higher purpose. Okay, so let's get one card. What is your purpose together? Divorced person. So I'm hearing like almost combating fire with fire, or even so this is almost like a complete destruction of what what we think is it's a healthy way to deal with difficult phenomenon that we have in our society. So with this, marriage for me is something that is very structural. So it could be that you're gonna be, as I have told you, a professor, or work in an academic way, having like doing research, doing certain experiments. And also I'm hearing with those two rings, I'm hearing something that has a structure, a building, an organization, something that is very much structured, by which you're going to be able to do or to establish your work. With this autumn, I'm hearing that autumn, it's like the beginning of things that are going to grow with time, as in afterwards there's going to be winter, but definitely like after winter comes the spring. So with this autumn, I'm hearing that you're gonna actually work with people and allow them to go through, because winter, it symbolizes for me like almost this dark spot in our life, or this dark period when we are going to be almost forced to see our dark side, or to work through our fears. So it could be working with people with a lot of difficulties and problems, and permitting them to go through, or maybe to like accompany them throughout like their winter period in their life, and to arrive into the spring times where they can grow, when they can see that, oh, I can actually envision something different for me. I can see the beauty in life. I can see the greenery, the flowers, the beautiful scent of nature. There is like this helping people to get on the other side. All right. So yeah, hope. And also restoring faith when it comes to people that have lost it. they haven't really even given the opportunity to have faith in the first place. So I'm hearing that people that are coming from like that have had bad childhoods, or people that are coming from divorced or maybe separated parents, or even like in single parents households, there is like this a pattern that you're gonna recognize, and that you're gonna be willing to actually put or shed some light on. And with this star, I'm hearing a lot of communication, especially internationally. So you could go to conventions, to do seminars, connect with people that have maybe even opposite share opposite views than the one that you're gonna have in the future. But there is always this need, or this willingness for you actually to just allow people to open up to certain alternative methods. Okay. The Hierophant, yeah, it's all about structure. And I'm hearing with those two disciples, it's that both of you are you're gonna very much deeply believe that everything that you're gonna do, it has a higher purpose. That's why you're going to be always hopeful, always optimistic. There is no point in time where you're gonna feel reluctant, or have like a certain ideas that you would need to, or think about giving up. So both of you have the eye on re-establishing a new system, or a new way of dealing with certain difficult difficult parts, or maybe difficult situations that we have to deal with in our societies, and to re-establish this very strong and beautiful foundation, not for just one part or the other of the community that we're in, but for everybody. Those two came together. So let's see. The Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So I'm hearing the feminine in this particular pile, or in this particular option, might use certain creative endeavors. It could be painting, it could be singing, so that indirectly she could convey a message of treachery, and a message of having certain things very much twisted in our society. So for the masculine, I'm hearing that there could be a professor, someone that works at a university or works in a laboratory, someone really that is a scholar, and that conveys the message of unity by the by their words and by their writings. But for the feminine, I'm hearing that you might have, if you are of course the feminine in this relationship, you might have a creative way of expressing yourself, or maybe of conveying the message differently to people that you connect with, or people that have access to your work of art. So you could be, as an example, painting certain figures, or painting certain creatures that are going to be almost signifying other things that you would want to convey through those forms and those lines that you're going to be actually creating. So it's something that is indirect, but at the same time the message is very clear. Okay. So let's get some additional messages. Is there anything else that you need to know about your life purpose with your divine partner? Yeah, look at that. Furry and bushfire. So it's almost like sometimes people would judge, as you can see, those animals, they are flying away from the fires. They're judging those animals from actually doing what they can to stay alive and to survive in this very cruel environment. But with this triple like symbolism in this card, I'm hearing that there is a need for us to actually see that if we were in the place of those animals, or those people that we feel like they're almost like different species, although it's not the case, we're gonna do the same. Like there is a very high possibility that if we were in their shoes, if we have had the same experiences, if we have been through the same things, or maybe the same setbacks and tragedies that they have been through, like there is a high possibility that we would have done the exact same thing. So focusing on the environment and focusing on establishing a unity when it comes to reactions, or when it comes to behaviors of like from our side, but also from people that we would want to help, like from the other side. Okay. Expansion and north. So I'm hearing like this is this is actually wonderful. You're gonna be in this lifetime able to change the life for the better for many people. I'm hearing people that have a lot of difficulties in their life in terms of like their health, their relationships, their behaviors. You're gonna be able to actually see things shift for the better in your community, in whatever the field or maybe the space that you're gonna operate in. So this is beautiful. And with this expansion, you might be even able to change certain laws or certain automatic reactions of people, and also of government, in terms of how they deal about certain very tragic circumstances, or maybe even very negative situations. So you might introduce a certain way of training people, or to give them an alternative methodology, or to even reinstall a certain system that is going to be allowing people, even if they are imprisoned, to not go back into the same old thing, but to have a new, refreshed idea and all new, refreshed perception of what life can be when they get out of their time out, or their time away. Let's get one more card. So you can see in here number 10 and also number 1. So 2, 1, 1. So with those two, like here we have 11 or 1 and 1. I'm hearing there is like something quite innovative when it comes to this new way of doing things, and it's not something really that people have actually worked too long in, or they haven't envisioned to actually install it in a very structured way into the system. So let's get one more card. Yeah, this is the card for me in this particular deck, the card of abuse. So again, going back to the phrase that I have heard earlier, which is we are locking up the criminals that we have failed to save as children. So opening up and transforming people's perspective and giving them the hope that they haven't been allowed to have in the first place. So with this dark matters, it's almost like I have been brought up in a dark room, and I'm supposed to know how it feels like to actually see the light, or feel the light, or feel the sunshine. I'm supposed to know that, but I'm a clue that I have no idea. So again, with this life matter, and also with this mystery, and it's throwing me back to the autumn in here. Autumn is all about having this very dimmed light on the thing that needs to be unveiled. And this is really your life purpose, and also your mission is to find ways through which you're going to be allowing people to actually talk about their life, talk about their setbacks, and talk about their mistreatment in the past, and also to reestablish a certain patterns. It could be, even if it is in your society, it's not really something that is common, to actually have an organization in which like women or children or men or people that have been abused, they can have like an eye to listen to, or an ear to talk to, or to actually talk about their own problems. So let's get some more specifics right now about your actual mission. And 38, it's equalized to 11. So this mission that you're going to have with your person is highly, highly protected, because it's going to help a lot of people. And it's really going to be something that is transmitted from one generation to the other, or something really that is going to be changing the pace of things and changing the evolution of events in the future. So as an example, there might be a new law that is introduced, or maybe a new system in which people automatically are going to go through when they are imprisoned or when they are in a difficult situation, or something that is going to be almost automatic and integrated into the system. So enthusiasm, source of inspiration for others, integrity, and also positive response and sharing of success. So with this particular card, number 16 is, first of all, is the day of my birth and in August, but most importantly, it's allowing or maybe creating a place where people can feel inspired, where people can express themselves and regain this confidence that they can be reintegrated again in the society. So with this positive response, I'm hearing that when people feel like they are in like an environment that is very much criminalized and looked down upon, I'm hearing it's almost like it locks them down, or maybe it completely almost takes every hope or every possibility for them to actually allow themselves to get out of that place. As in, maybe people that go through a lot of hardships in the place that you're going to be actually working in, maybe they don't have the possibility to have a job in the future, or they don't have the possibility to rent a place, or it's almost like they are in a place and they are locked in it. There is no way for it to get out of this particular pattern, or this particular group of people that can only harm each other in the future, or have already harmed each other enough. Okay, let's get one more card. Negative diffuse, re-establishment of harmony, yeah, dissolution of divisions, absolutely. So with this dispersion, and you can see in here with those leaves, it's calling me back again to the autumn time. So with the autumn, I'm hearing this acceptance of this is life, and life is all about being in this autumn state for the rest of our days. But with this dispersion, I'm hearing that reintegrating harmony, and I'm hearing in here you might even use music or use certain rhythms that are going to be helping people to see that there is another way, or that there is maybe a new opening for them, a new opportunity to regain harmony and to reestablish harmony in their life. But definitely with this dissolution of divisions, I'm hearing really making a stand in your society and in your community to allow people to see others in a different light. It's not about criminals, it's not about good and bad people, it's not about I am this person and I'm good and this person should be deprived from anything in their life. It's all about helping each other into getting in a better place. Okay, so let me give you one last card, and if you enjoy my Dearest Pick a Card readings, make sure to support the channel by subscribing and liking the video. And I'm giving away 4 free readings to celebrate my birthday on the month of August. So the draw is going to be on the 2nd of August. If you would like to participate, feel free to check the information in the info box. So let's give you one last, yeah, sorry that it got disconnected. So let's get one last card. Fairy spotting. It's time to go fairy spotting. It says that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. So even if everything is going to be pointing into the lack of potential in someone's life or someone's future, you're always going to be believing in people and believing in what they can do. So there is a good nature in everybody, and the bad nature comes from bad experiences and from bad upbringing. So it's not about people getting messed up and for us actually to stigmatize them as such for the rest of their lives, but to actually reinstall this belief in them that they can do better and be better. So this is what I have for you, my dear option number 3. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you lots of love and I will connect with you next time. Bye.